Standard 9 Maths Chapter 1 Number System. Hello everyone. In our last video we have seen what is successive magnification. So in this video we'll start up with the last topic of this chapter, that is rationalization. We will see rationalize. What is rationalization? Now see, when a number is given to us, okay, number is given to us and that denominator of that number or that particular number is irrational. Okay, suppose this is given root 6. We have been given a real number and denominator of this is irrational. So we will what we do, we will multiply its denominator and numerator by same number. Basically we have to rationalize the denominator part of this. Okay, so we will multiply by a suitable number to both denominator as well as numerator. So we will get the product as we will get the denominator as rational number. So this process of converting a real number into with its denominator as a rational number. So this is called rationalization. Suppose this is 1 upon root 6. So in order to rationalize this, what we do, if we multiply root 6 into root 6, we will get 6. So 6 is a rational number. So basically we have to rationalize, we have to convert this denominator into a rational number. So what we do, we will multiply this denominator by root 6. So if we are multiplying denominator by root 6, we have to multiply numerator by root 6 also. Okay, it's not that we just multiply the denominator, we leave the numerator. So numerator will become root 6 and denominator will become 6. So this process of converting denominator into a rational number, this is called rationalization. Now what are rationalizing factor? Next thing is rationalizing factors. Rationalizing factor. Okay. So now what are rationalizing factor? If the product of two irrational numbers, suppose if the product of two irrational number is rational, then each of them number is rationalizing factor of each other. See how. So this is root 3, okay, and we are multiplying it by root 3. Clear? So it will become, this is 2 and root 3 into root 3 will be 3. So number will become 2 into 3, that is 6. So these were initially these were two numbers. This is root 3 and root 3. So this root 2 root 3 is rationalizing factor of this root 3 and this root 3 will be rationalized factor of 2 root 3. So when product of two irrational number is rational, then each of the factor is the rationalizing factor of one another. Okay, so these are rationalizing factors. So we will discuss few things here. So before going ahead, before discussing the questions, we'll do some, we'll discuss some basic results on real numbers. So, so we are considering A and B are two real numbers. So we will come with questions of rationalizations later in this video. If the A and B are two real numbers, so we are discussing some results on real numbers. So which will helpful in doing the questions. So first is, if root AB is given, okay, so it will be equal to root A into, or you just put the sign of multiplication, root A into root B. Suppose this is given 3 into 5, okay, or we can directly write root 15. This is 3 into 5 or root 15, okay. So we can also write it as root 3 into root 5. Result will be same. Okay, so this is the first result. Next is under root A upon B. So these are real numbers. So it can be rational or it can be irrational. This is under root A upon B. It will be equal to root A upon root B. Okay, so similarly you can have one example. Next is root a plus b and root a minus root b. Okay, so if you remember the algebraic identities, this is a, this is b, this is a, this is b. So here we have a plus b and here we have a minus b. In place of a we have root a, in place of b we have root b. So what was the result of this identity? It was a square minus b square. So in place of a we just put root a whole square. In place of b we will write root b whole square. So what will be the answer? Root a square is a and root b square is b. Okay, so root a plus root b into root a minus root b will be a minus b. So this is the basic algebraic identity. Okay, now as I have explained, in case of rationalizing factor, when the product of two irrational number is rational, then each one of them is rationalizing factor of one another. Now these are irrational numbers. Individually, if we see, these are irrational numbers and their product is rational. So root a plus root b is the rationalizing factor of root a minus root b, or vice versa. That means uh, root a minus root b is a rationalized factor of root a plus root b. So this can be done or taken as in both ways. Clear? So next result is, this is a plus root b and a minus root b. This is again a plus b and a minus b. So what will be a square? In place of a we have a. This is our a square, and in place of b we have root b. So this will be root b square will be b. So now these a plus root b and a minus root b, these are rationalizing factor of one another, because they are individually they are irrational, but their product is rational. Okay. So next result we have, this is this is given in your NCERT book. Okay. So simply these are root a plus root b into root c plus root d. So here we have to apply distributive property. Okay. So what we do? So what first we do? We will multiply root a by this, and then we multiply root b, and in between there is multiplication sign. Okay. So this is root c plus root b. We are distributing this particular bracket over this. So root a into root c, it will be under root c. Okay, as I have explained. So this root a into root d will be under root ad. This is one bracket, and second bracket it will be root bc plus root bd. So here this was positive sign. We have to put this one positive sign here. Okay, I forgot that. So result will be root ac plus root ad plus root bc plus root bd. So this is the whole result. Now last result is, so in this case we cannot talk about the rationalizing factor, as the result itself is irrational. So next is root a plus root b whole square. So it was a plus b whole square. What it was? A square, that is root a square, plus b square, that is root b square, plus 2ab, that is 2 into root a into root b. So what is a square? It is a, b square it is b, and it is 2 root a b. So here they are not rationalizing factors of each other. So these were the some rules or some results. Now we will see laws of exponents. Then we can start up with questions and we can discuss the exercise of NCERT. Laws of exponents. This will be applicable. So I think exercise 1.6 is based on these rules or laws of exponents. Laws of exponents. You have been studied in these laws in your earlier classes as well. So I'm just briefly discussing. So if two numbers with same base and different powers are multiplied. So this is a power m and a raised to the power n. Bases are same, then their power will get add up. This will become a to the power m plus n. Okay. Second is when we divide these numbers with same base and different power, their power will get subtracted. It will be a raised to the power m minus n. Clear? Now, if it is given a to the power m and whole raised to the power n, so we can just multiply these two power. It will become a raised to the power mn. Suppose this is a raised to the power 2 whole to the power 3. So it will become a raised to the power 2 into 3 or a raised to the power 6. We have to multiply this. Clear? Now next rule is this is a to the power n and b to the power n. Now bases are different but powers are same. So what we can do? AB raised to the power n. Now what it is? Okay. So if it is a to the power 5 multiplied by b to the power 5, it will become ab whole power 5. This way. Clear? Now next result is or next law. Next law we have wait. So it is a reverse of last law. I hope this is rule number 5. If it is given a to the power, so it is the just reverse of the above law. Okay, so next is a upon b raised to the power n. It will become a to the power n and b to the power n. Now one more thing is, now this is something important. If a to the power minus power is given, so we can convert this into positive power by just put it this value in the denominator. So it will be a to the power minus n will be equal to a to the 1 upon a to the power n or 1 upon a to the power minus n. If this is given, so we just reciprocal, it will be equal to a to the power plus n. So if the power is given, we just take this reciprocal. And last is if any base has the power 0, so value of that particular expression will be 1. If I'm giving a to the power 0, its value will be 1. 3 to the power 0, value will be 1. 100 to the power 0, its value is 1. So this was the rules of or the laws of exponents. Now we will start looking into some questions. We'll start with rationalizing factors. So we will see some basic examples so that now we'll see some examples. So we'll some extra examples I'm discussing. So later on we can discuss the questions and examples of NCERT. So first example is rationalize the denominator of, I can pick the name. We have to rationalize the denominator of 1 upon root 8 plus root 3. So this is an irrational number and we have to rationalize its denominator. So rationalizing factor, I have explained you the identity root a plus root b into root a minus root b will be a minus b. So we have to check its sign. If it is positive, we have to multiply with same expression with the negative sign. See how? And we have to multiply by that particular expression to numerator as well. So what we do, this is 1 upon root 8 plus root 3. We have to multiply by root 8 minus root 3 so that we get the identity a plus b into a minus b and the resultant will be a minus b. I have explained you the results. So by this number we have to multiply by numerator also. It will be root 8 minus root 3. You have to multiply to both parts of the fraction. So numerator will become root 8 minus root 3. What will be denominator? This is a plus b and this is a minus b. So it will become a square minus b square. What is a square? This is root 8 whole square and this is root 3 whole square. So it will be root 8 minus root 3 upon 8 minus 3. It will be 5. So this will be the answer. But that's denominator as a rational number. Now one more example. We have to rationalize the denominator of 1 upon 8 plus 5 root 2. We have to rationalize this denominator. So again we have to multiply by this rationalizing factor. We have to change this sign. Otherwise this value will remain same. So it will be 8 minus 5 root 2 and same number we have to multiply in numerator. It is 8 minus 5 root 2. So this numerator will become 8 minus 5 root 2. So this is a plus b, a minus b. It will become a square, that is 8 square minus b square. This is 5 root 2 whole square. Okay, numerator will remain 8 minus 5 root 2. What is square of 8? It is 64. Now this is whole bracket, so we have to take the square of 5 as well as root 2. What is 5 square? This is 25 and this is root 2. Root 2 square will be 2. Okay, so it is 25 into 2. Square of 5 is 25 and root 2 is 2. So it is 50. Okay, so the value will become 8 minus 5 root 2. This is 64 minus 15. It is 14. Okay, this is a denominator and this is a rational number. So now we will see some typical examples in which we'll take one more example. This is 6 minus 4 root 3 and this is 6 plus 4 root 3. We have to rationalize its denominator. So what we'll do? This is example 3. So we will multiply, we have to rationalize denominator, we have to look at this sign. So we will multiply by 6 minus root 3. When calculating the rationalizing factor or when obtaining the rationalized factor, you have to look at the denominator only. Unless and until it is stated that you have to rationalize the numerator. Okay, that is not the case. Always we have been asked to rationalize the denominator only. So we will multiply by, just change the sign. This is 6 minus 4 root 3 and by same number we have to multiply in the numerator. It is 6 minus 4 root 3. So in numerator this is a minus b and this is also a minus b. So it has become a minus b whole square. This is 6 minus 4 root 3 whole square. Okay, because these are same number. This is a, this is b, this is a, this is b. So this is a minus b into a minus b. It will become a minus b whole square. And and in denominator it will become a minus b, a plus b, a minus b. It will become a square, that is 6 square, minus b square. This is 4 root 3 whole square. Okay, in the numerator we have to expand the algebraic identity a minus b whole square. It is a square, that is 6 square plus b square. This is 4 root 3 whole square minus 2ab. Clear? This is minus 2 into a. This is 6 into b. This is 4 root 3. Square of 6 is 36 and here square of 4 is 16 and square of root 3 will be okay. So here I am writing this square of the numerator, this is 36 plus square of 4 is 16. Okay, root 3 it is 3. So 16 into 3, this is 48 plus, sorry, minus 2 root 2 AB. This is 2 into 6 into 4. This is 2 into 6, 12 into 4, 48 root 3. This is 36. 36 minus 48. So answer will be in minus, because plus minus subtract operation will be minus, but we will put a negative sign. So this is minus 12. Okay. So this is 64. This is 64. Oh, sorry, this is 84. 84 minus 48 minus 12. Now, what we can do further? You see, this 84 can be written as 12 into 7. We can take the common, and this 48 can be written as 12 into 4 into root 3. Root 3 will remain same, and this is minus 12 in the denominator. So we see 12 here, 12 here. So can we take out 12 common? So we can take 12 out common. So we will left with 7 here, and this is minus 4 root 3 here, and denominator it is minus 12. So we can cancel out this 12 and this minus, so will go to so it will become minus 7 minus 4 root 3. Or we can just change the sign here, because there is a minus sign outside the bracket. We can change the sign. So this 7 will become minus 7 because it is positive here, and this will convert into positive sign. It will become 4 root 3, or you can also write 4 root 3 minus 7. So these two values are same. So if there is something common between numerator and denominator, as we used to do, we have to convert that in standard form. So we can take out the common, like I did in this case, and you can cancel out this thing. So it will become in a single term. Clear? So these were some examples. So we will discuss examples or questions of NCERT and the exercises in our next video. Thank you.